Now I am discussing about produce exchange of India. A produce exchange is an organized market and it is a part of commodity market. Produce exchange is a specialized organized market where agriculture produce and industrial raw materials are sold and purchased for ready and future delivery through a registered members under established rules and regulations. It is similar to stock exchange in several ways. But while securities are dealt in stock exchange and in produce exchange, purchase and sale of agriculture produce and industrial raw materials such as wheat, cotton, oil, seeds, tea, raw jute, etc. In a produce exchange, the authorized members meet at fixed timings and carry on transactions in agriculture produce and raw materials both for themselves and for non-members according to rules and regulations of the produced exchange, and it is a registered body. There are certain essential qualities which products are marketable in produce exchange. So only the products suitable for being transacted on produce exchange and the commodities should be gradable and some other qualities which are going to be discussed. Gradability. The commodity should be capable of being graded into well recognized grades. A graded commodity is acceptable to everyone as an identical article, and transactions can be easily and quickly carried on without any further enquiry. If commodities are properly graded and standardized, the sale and purchase can be affected simply by description or by sample. Business on produce exchange is transacted on the basis of grade. Second quality is homogeneity. The product should be in such a way that uniform in character. It implies that all units or in a lot of a particular commodity should be perfectly identical so that all dealers may mean the same commodity when they mention it in their dealings. Durability. The commodity to be dealt in a produce exchange must be quite durable and not easily perishable. An easily perishable commodity cannot be dealt in produce exchange, especially when future contracts are entered into. Large volume trading. A commodity on produce exchange should have huge, regular, steady demand. Wide fluctuations in prices. The commodity to be dealt on produce exchange should be subject to wide fluctuations in prices. So the fluctuations should be quite frequent, so the speculators may have sufficient inducement to carry on forward transactions effectively. Uncontrolled and free supply. The commodity to be dealt on produce exchange should have controlled and free supply. Means it should not be controlled either by the government or by the monopolies or individuals. In case of supply of commodity is not open, it's subject to control, its price will not be fluctuating and will not interest the traders. So especially speculators who are backbone of the market. Certain produce exchanges which are functional in India, because India is an agriculture country. So most of the population engaged in agriculture profession. So the entire economy of the country depends upon agriculture. Hence, produce exchange have a specific significance in India. At present, there are about 185 produce exchanges in India, mostly located in Punjab. The leading produce exchange in our country are East India Cotton Association Mumbai, Calcutta Jute Exchange, Calcutta Tea Exchange, Calcutta Rice Exchange, Kanpur Wheat Exchange, Hapur Wheat Mandi, Khurja Ghee Mandi, Kanpur Commodity Exchange, and so on. Besides, there are several unregistered produce exchanges working in different parts of country. So here are some brief description of Kanpur Commodity Exchange of Uttar Pradesh. It was established on 13th October 1958 in the state of Uttar Pradesh under Indian Companies Act 1956. So it is a limited company by guarantee and works on no profit basis. It has been recognized by the central government under Forward Marketing Regulation Act for hedging transactions in linseed oil for future transactions in GUR. The membership of Kanpur Produce Exchange has been classified into three categories: oil manufacturers, producers and traders, factors. The maximum number of factors. So there are a registered broker who deal in another's behalf. So every member is required to pay entry fee, annual subscription, deposit money. Non-members can deal only through the registered members of Produce Exchange. How the Kanpur Exchange is managed? There are elected directors, duly elected members or by authorized representatives, namely 12. Directors nominated by central government are 4. Co-opted directors, they are 2. President and vice president are among us the members of board of directors. Further, there is also a secretary appointed by the board of directors, and he is an employee of the exchange. So there are standing and other committees such as Clearing House Committee, Finance Committee, and Bylaws Amendment Committee, Arbitration Committee. Its functioning is regular working hours of the exchange except Saturday from 11 to 4 and Saturday from 11 to 3. Every day 11 to 4 and Saturday 11 to 3. So all the dealings of exchange are done in the trading ring only. Trading ring occupies the central and prominent place. So it has all amenities of two-way auction on exchange. Huge blackboard to point out by electronic devices the quotations every minute and telephone booths. The entry is limited to members and brokers only. So the Produce Exchange, every unit of transaction is of 5,000 kilograms and the rates are quoted for 100 kilograms. So all transactions are conducted on a prescribed form and document. Every member is required to prepare daily report of all transactions done during the whole day, and this has to be deposited in clearing house along with the contract. So brokers too are required to submit report of all the transactions done during the day. Now clearing house. The clearing house functions for the sellers or purchasers and for the purchaser as the seller. So delivery is given and taken through the clearing house. Every member submit to the clearing house a statement along with a report showing the number of contracts bought and their price, and also the number of contracts sold along with the price. The clearing house compares the daily report of every member with the report of the broker, and it is any difference is there, the same is rectified. Afterwards, all transactions are entered in the member's account and the difference is paid or received. The settlement on the clearing house may be daily, weekly, fortnightly or monthly. Thank you.